Hey everyone, this is Judi with JLBCrafts. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, thank you so much for giving me a try. In this video, I'm going to be setting up the week of May 2nd through the 8th in my dashboard planner, which I use for social media. And the theme I'm going with comes to us from the Happy Planning Tips and Tricks Facebook group. That's the big group that I'm one of the admins of. I don't know if you could see the shadow, but Calcifur, oh, there he is. Calcifur decided it was time to wake up and go get off my desk. I have a cat bed on my desk. So anyway, so the theme I'm going with is the second half of the old adage, April showers bring May flowers. The last week in April, my group's challenge was April showers, and then the first week in May here is May flowers. So I have this sheet that I printed. I will link the printer that I use. It is an Ecotank, and then I used the 32-pound paper. I'll link that as well in the description box of this video, but I just printed this on the highest quality print setting. This is from the Planners Anonymous Rainy Days online. This is one of the online digital files that you can get. I think this was called a dashboard, but I just loved that it had the rain. It has this little quote, rain brings rainbows. So it's got the rain aspect, it's got the flowers aspect, and then it's got the planner cart, which is super cool because my dashboard planner is my social media planner, which is all about obviously filming and doing the spreads and stuff, planning. So what I thought I would do is replace my page with this, just like this was a piece of scrapbook paper. I'm going to cut it, I want to try to get all of the plant, and I'm going to cut it as high up and still keep the tips of the boots. And then I'm going to do like I did last week, where I take a strip and put it along this side of the page. So I'm just going to use my little paper trimmer today. I have the height and width marked on here, just like on my big guillotine trimmer. So the first thing I want to do is cut this right at the bottom of the shoes, of the wellies, the boots. So let's start with that. And actually, I think I want to cut just a tiny bit more off, because what I'm going to do is just draw my lines, do my to-do lists up here right on the graphic. I'm not going to put boxes on here. I want the graphic to show through. So I want to maximize the amount of space up here that doesn't have anything super interesting going on. And it's okay. I'm losing the very tip of the tips of the feet of my planner cart, but that's okay. Actually, it's not going to cut that very well, so we'll leave it. All right, so the next thing I need to do then is figure out, I can go ahead and cut my my left side, dyslexia, rears its ugly head. I want to come close to the tip of the leaf of that plant. There we go. Now I need to go ahead and get into my actual measurements. So it needs to be 9 1/4 tall. I have that marked over here. There we go. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut the right width, the 7 inches wide, but save this piece that I cut off so I can put it on the right hand side to carry the graphic on across. So I am losing a little bit of the planner cart, but I'm gonna, like I said, bring that across to the other side. So I need this to be, how wide do I need this to be? I'm just gonna have to eyeball it. About that wide. So let's see. I don't know if, you know what? I'm not going to be able to do that. I think I'm going to have to, I'm going to have to think about how to do this. What I can do, thinking about how I can do this, I want to cut this edge off. So what I can do is washi tape this on carefully in the right position, trim it with scissors, yeah, and then glue it on. So let me grab a little bit of, I have some white washi tape that I bought because I thought it might work well as whiteout. And if you stick it to the back of your hand, picks up, hopefully this isn't too gross, but it picks up some of your loose skin cells and it's not as sticky then. It's like the wax paper trick. And that works with all stickers. So, okay, there we go. That looks pretty straight. Just because I can't freehand cut it and I can't paper trimmer cut it, so this is a way to, now I might be able to use my paper trimmer now. Actually, now that it's taped on there, yeah, I can use my paper trimmer now to kind of trim it, and that'll make it nice and straight. There we go. All right. So now if I pull this off, no page ripping. Good, good. Now I have this tiny little strip that continues the picture on across. So I am going to go ahead and punch both of these. I'm going to glue this one on and punch it, and punch that one. So I'm going to grab, this is just the backing off of a piece of contact paper to protect my desk. All right, let's punch these. So there, see my picture, my little planner cart and my window go right across. Perfect. Awesome. Okay. Step one complete. All right, next let's pick a May to put on there. So I have, again, my Mays that I printed out. These are not kiss cut. I only kiss cut the first page. So let's find a fun May. I kind of like this one for some reason. I don't know why. Let's grab that one. So since it's the very corner of the page, I think what I'll do is go ahead and just cut the whole thing out. Okay, let's put this in the corner. Let's grab a couple action words for my 2 to-do lists, which I can use the back side of this page to help me figure out where center is. So let's go with filming. I haven't used that one in a while. I'm just going to come closer over here to the edge. Well, maybe not. And I just really like themes. Let's go with themes. So the important thing here is getting it at roughly the same height as filming. And for some reason I feel like if I turn it this way that helps. So far so good. Next I'm going to grab my stencil and I'm just going to do like I did last week. I'm going to grab a flare and stencil in. I think I want to use squares this week because I used circles last week. So here's my stencil. I'm just going to go ahead and draw in about 7 bullet points. I don't need the lines. Okay, so if I use a dark pen like a navy blue or a black, that's going to show up just fine on there. So now, coming over to this side, let's go ahead and put, a YouTube video sticker, or just, maybe just videos. Maybe I'll just put videos on there today. Because that's all I write in there is what video is posting each day. Okay, so far so good. I like it. All right, I pulled a yellow dot marker. This is a new brand that Katie from Katie Baker Studios turned me on to. I got this. It's the Shuttle Art brand. I will link this in the description box. But it's again with the bingo marker tip. It's got a really fine tip. And then it's got the bingo marker, mini bingo marker tip. So depending on how hard you press, that's how big your dot turns out. So you want to use whatever pressure you choose to use. You want to keep it the same as you go down the page. So I'm going to put a few bullet points on each day of the week with this, and that's going to bring just a tiny little bit. I don't want a ton of yellow over here because there's not a ton of yellow over here. I just want a little bit. So I figure the bullet points balanced with a lot of blue writing, and then I have the new, I figured it was high time to use the new masking tape, the washi inks from Girl Boss Anna, because more of these are coming out, and I definitely want to go ahead and use these. The only thing is, since there are 4 colors on each roll, I think I don't want the purple and I don't want the green. I think I just want to go ahead and do these two. So I'm gonna have to roll out and skip the rest, but that's okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and just alternate those. So I'm gonna speed this up while I do all of that really quick. Excellent. So far so good, I love it. So I just need, at this point, habit trackers and decorations. So I have pulled some of the pages from the kit. I do have this kit. I just wanted to go ahead and use this printable. So right here's a coffee cup. I definitely want to use that. Drip, drop, splish, splash, splosh. Maybe I'll use one of these. I was going to use one of these rain ones. But since this is more April showers, this is the Bring May Flowers portion of that quote. I think I'll go ahead and use one of these. And then I also pulled the flower washi tape that goes with it, but I'm feeling like this one, the washi tape has a lot of teal, and not as much of the cooler blue tones. So I think I'll skip the washi tape. And then finally, for my habit trackers, really the only place I want to put, since I'm going to have writing here and here, and I don't want to cover up a lot of the scene, I feel like I could maybe put habit trackers on the back of the chair and coming down here under the chair. Or one of the things I've done before is put my 3 habit trackers across here. So let's look at habit trackers. So this is my habit tracker book. I will link in the cards up above how to make this, but basically anytime I came across a page in a sticker book, Happy Planner or otherwise, that had a habit tracker in it, I pulled the page out and put it in this book. So I'm looking for blue or yellow. There's some little blue ones. Ooh, those are almost exactly the right color, and they're small enough they'll fit under the chair. I was thinking about putting them over here, which I haven't done very often. But it did work the times I've tried it before. But these match so well. I think these might have come out of a Walmart book. I'm going to put these right here because they just blend so seamlessly in with the scene, that color. And they're nice and small. That's what I'm going to do with those. I'm just going to put them right here under the chair. Perfect. They don't really take away from the scene too much. All right. And then let's see, is there anything over here? Do your best. Just since I'm on the page and I have those here that I could put, here's a yellow one. I could put another splash of yellow because I'm going to write on the page in blue. So I don't feel like be brave and kind and loyal. I don't really have any gold foil anywhere. So I'm actually thinking I'm going to cut this in half. Since it says the same thing twice, because this is a little bit too teal. So let's go ahead and cut this one in half and just use half of it. Make today amazing. I'm going to trim a little bit off of this end just so that it's got an even gap on either side, an even bit of yellow. Because yes, that would bother me. Let's put this over here. I used to put my weekend banner up here, but I rarely have room for that now. So let's put this right here, and then we'll see if there's some kind of deco that'll go with it. So, all right, that takes care of habit trackers. So let's see what else we got in the kit. So I like this planner cart. I could put it over there. Oh, I was gonna maybe look at, so the other problem then is a lot of the kit is a little bit more teal than this printable turned out. And I don't know if that could very well be a color setting on my printer that I can adjust. So I might actually not end up using a whole lot of this kit. Now this one with her working on her computer, that's pretty cool. There isn't much of the teal there. It's just got the yellow computer. So let's go ahead and use that one. That little mini, that's cute. And then I'm wondering if there are, let's see if there are a couple flowers I can put maybe up here. Or if they're gonna be, are they gonna be too teal? Like if I put one of these up here above videos, is that too teal? I actually kind of that little bit, maybe it's not. Maybe I will go ahead and do that. I just like the way that it looks, kind of like a window flower box, you know? I like that for above videos. That space up there needs something. Oh, it's just the right width too. How about that? That's cute. Oops. Just a little bit of stray tape runner on the edge of that piece that I glued on. There. All right. Anything else? I kind of think that might be enough. But the only other thing I could do would be to put a couple minis in the corners here, which I sometimes like to do. But since I've got a whole scene there, I feel like it's kind of speaking for itself. So this one's planning, but again, there's quite a bit of teal in a lot of those. I could put a peekaboo mini up here maybe. But no, I think, you know what? I think less is more. We're going to call that done. So since this is the first week of the month in my dashboard planner, I do have to show you how it's going to get Franken-planned in. So this page just goes in like it is. Oops, and I just noticed a little bit of bleed through. So last week I used this pretty much same shade of yellow. I used the Zig Clean Color Dot and it didn't bleed through. So just something to note. The Shuttle Art ones, they are cheaper, but I do have a little bit of bleed through, so I'll probably end up using a piece of scrapbook paper over here. I know it's hard to see on camera. There, you can see it a little bit when I angle the page. So I either need to go with the yellow next week or do another piece of scrapbook paper and replace that. So now over here, then I have Franken-planned together a vertical for the calendar and the tabs because I like these dividers. And then I just posted a video on how I make my challenge tracker pages. So these two are going to get Franken-planned together, tape runnered together after I do my May monthly, just to make sure I don't end up doing something wild and crazy there. And then I need to flip from this page to the beginning of my spread, which would normally be this page, but since I'm replacing scrapbook paper, that just becomes an extra page that I can stick back in my collection of extra pages. So we're going to tape runner these two together instead. So I'm just going to go all the way around this page, even in between the punches, with some tape runner. Oh, that is weird. That I have never had that happen before. It actually peeled up the page. Crazy. Oh, and there I got a hair. Can you tell I have long, straight, dark hair? Oh my gosh. Not a cat hair for once, my hair. I need a haircut so bad. Incidentally, I will link the video on how I made these in the cards up above. So now we're going to line this up around the punches because that's the most important part. I want the punches to be perfectly aligned so that there's no additional resistance to turning because I Franken-planned pages together. And that is it. That is my spread. The Brings May Flowers, the second half of April Showers spread in my dashboard social media planner. I hope you like this video. I hope it encourages you to maybe try some printables. They're a great way to go, especially if you just can't find stickers to get across the message that you're trying to get across, or to augment what you already have. So if you do like this video, please consider liking and subscribing. Thank you.